Good evening, my beautiful listeners. This is your Catholic Gamer speaking. Welcome to another video of Dishonored. I believe last time we left off, we were at the Dr. Galvani's office at his house. We broke into the second floor, and we were just at his lab, and that's where we were. So. I think we did one mission with Granny Rax. She gave us a rune. I was trying to figure out what else she had in her story. According to the outsider, there was more to her than meets the eyes, and I was very intrigued with what her background was, because her actual name, we don't know her actual name. So I hope to, hopefully the game has more regarding her. But so far I look around her house, if you can call it, and there was nothing else there to find. So, but yeah, I guess we'll get started here. And yeah, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, let's get started. Alright. Okay. 30 coins for processed whale oil. This is below. Now I was thinking of getting one of these in my house. I'm trying to make my room looks very classical. I mean, the idea is kind of like this. Well, not like a lab, but more like has a classical look with wood and a large dark bookshelf, and a lot of I don't think we read this before. The Leviathan's Sorrow, excerpt from a report on a treatise banned by the Rushshore Trade Council. Lewis known of Pakati, credited with a series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade, while he is gifted his views on nonsense and threatened the economic underpinnings of the empire. First, slavery, enslavement, on the breeding and hospitaling of whales versus hunting the beast in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Bakoti offers no solutions for where these massive malevolent creatures might be pastured. Number 2, dissolution. Laments on the destructions of social bonds between herd members. Bakati actually uses the term families. Third, harmony. Drive. That's a exclamation mark. Drive on the aesthetic wonder of that is in reality the great and terrible ocean that ever threatens to swallow us. Includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brutes, a notion refuted by seamen who return to shore, with tales of the whale's savagery. Number 4, here Pakati is on his weakest footing, issuing a feverish warning against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. Okay, so so he's kind of like a environmentalist arguing against the whale trade, which I think, I'm kind of torn. On the one hand, yeah, I understand. Okay. The rat plague, excerpt from Natural Philosopher's Notes. For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands, giving the rapid gestation and maturation cycle. It's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains: the rats collected in the poorest parts of town and the slums exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am a living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Pierre's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. Okay. So there's quite a bit there. Yeah. So the whale trade. I mean, I will admit, I'm not. Rat behavior and extermination. Excerpt from a series of interviews with street workers by rat catcher Lena. Used to be, you go out with a bag, a stick with a nail in the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. The CEO watch pay by weight. My husband, Benjamin, and I mostly work alone, and we got by. If we found a place where the rats were real bad, sometimes we hire a crew of street brats to work with us. The younger ones who didn't make trouble would pay them with bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats were different, meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they turned and the swamp would come back at you. I barely got away from my skin a few times down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stay in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous and the city watch started paying better, but that didn't last long because after a while too many people had been stripped clean, trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'll be all over you. Gnawing and trying to chew down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji. I think Benji was her husband? Yeah, Benjamin. I don't know if Benji could be like a nickname for Benjamin. It's interesting.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Espionage. Or actually, it depends on who does it. So what he's alluding there is the rats could have been engineered or created by a foreign power and introduced into the country, and because of his superior in intelligence to the ordinary rats, the plague rat that is, it's possible that they could have been introduced in this country to cause trouble. I wish I could have that, like it's just a secret room behind a bookshelf. It's just so... That's such a classic plague rat viscera. Okay, I'll grab that. What's this there? Sewer capacity in the month of Net. Excerpt interview attached to a formal report by City Works Crew 17A. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the work is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hackfish guts too. We got to get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years, and I've never seen one of the one of them come below, except to measure it, to measure will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy bridges. So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crust move into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up, and we all climb up fast. No other choice. Interesting. Not sure quite what talking on here. I'll look at it again later. Okay, make sure I got all the documents in here. Ooh, I almost missed that. Galvani Academy notice. Galvani. The latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting fussy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city. Poor bastards. So I had to practice in secret. The vivisectionists should be celebrated. Revere even. Cutting up breast should be done in a town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Excuse me. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, Southwing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We'll stay fairly insulated from the plague, since so few come and go here, and we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Okay. So it looks like I got a friend from the Academy of Natural Philosophy, supplying with stuff to do the rat research. So, besides, reminds me of my days when I was a biology student in college. That was a lot of fun. We had to memorize a lot of body parts. We did dissections on sharks, cats, frogs. I think we did a lamprey. Yeah, lamprey. Oh, okay, so he's gone. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of memorizations. So I think there's 2 guys down here. Yeah, they're these guys are kind of tricky to take out. So that guy, they both stay over there. I think he's gonna walk down this way so I can knock him out. Come on, dude. Can I go up there?
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again. You always amuse me.
I believe there's 3 guys down here.
No, stupid goddamn.
Yeah. He's gonna walk this way. No. into this room that passed by. Okay. Oh crap. There's also another guy in that room. God. Where's the other guy? Oh,
What happened? Whacked in the head?
oh, I couldn't freaking.
Rush it! Don't around. He just disappeared.
I couldn't turn my mouse.
I know you're somewhere. Got you now. Ah, lost it.
My goodness, my mouse.
Can't
I had
stay
to
hidden
change
forever.
the batteries in my mouse.
I'll flush you out. I know you're here. You won't stay hidden for long. I'll find you. I'll find you, you hagfish.
Oh, come on, dude.
Hey, wake up. You hear me? Oh, someone's not feeling well. Oh, I'll find you.
This is weird.
I know you're here. Can't stay hidden forever.
There we go. I have to change my mouse batteries. Give me a second, guys. Like, it happens so often already. Like, they use like one battery. If I even have one battery. It's a AAA battery. I don't think I even have a AAA battery. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. That was really annoying. I couldn't turn to knock him out when I teleported right next to him. Oh man. Shit happened. Okay, it's just a feeding log. Go ahead. Customs and food of Marley. Excerpt from a traveler's journal. Born and raised in Crystal, I spent my formative years in our smallest cities before settling in magnificent Dunwall. There in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things. When the opportunity arose to document my travels to Sokonos, Tivia, and finally Morley, I left my position as a clerk for the late Lord Estermon, Perhaps like so many in Dunwall, I suffer from being excessively cultured, but I found morally disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I will explain why I found the festivals of churners to be tiresome despite the high banners, bare feet in red robes, and why their renowned jelly ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. Okay. Sound like he didn't like his time there. The third stricture. Excerpt from a work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the restless hands quickly becomes the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, and the spade. For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Okay, avoiding a rat plague. Excellent for a government protocol on the disease practices. Much of the public still harbors false beliefs related to the plague. It is not true that the bile from river crust will protect against the contraction of the disease, nor is it true that crushed moly orchids act as a remedy, though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in both Sokolov's elixir and Pierre's remedy. Consumption of these products before exposure to the plague constitutes the only known means of resisting the disease. Further, the Abbey, the Everyman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to turn 2 hagfish and a cat together, inhaling the vapors while chanting the names of the plague dead, but it is also considered heresy by the overseers, and we met with the full measure of the Abbey's laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your ration of elixir daily, preferably in the morning, and report anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. There is a lot of documents in here. Slacktraw. This is the leader of the bootleg gang. The bottleleg street gang. That's what they are called. Okay. Hopefully I'm not gonna just get attacked as soon as I leave the building.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress?
Okay. So I want to do the Granny Ragtax's mission here.
Can't believe we lost him.
Oh, I didn't even see him there.
I'll find you. Can't stay hidden forever.
Stop lying around. Okay. You can barely see these stuff.
Word is he's like a phantom with an army of shadows in front of him.
That guy down? Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
No. This is one odd bird. Consorts with crazies, does rituals like
Bone charms and such. You sound afraid.
damn right I am. Doubting ordinary man, touched by the outside things, given dark powers. You can slip your throat across the
Rat shit.
You got lucky.
When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. You'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
So it's
Everything's
interesting.
I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
The outsiders just why does he give people his powers? And why does he pick certain people? Oh, what's going on? River crusts are vulnerable when they open their protective shells to spit acidic slime at prey. I don't know what a river crust is, but I don't feel like finding out. So, oh my goodness. Explosive bottle? Wait.
Not bad.
Oh god.
Must have been rats.
So there's two guys there. Okay, so he's taking a piss. No chance. Is that money? Okay. So we need to poison. Drop the poison or the rat plague visitor into the what's it called? The elixir still, yeah. Go in here. What's this? The Distillery District, excerpt from a pre-log promotional book on products made on Dunwall. Across the Empire, Old Dunwall whiskey is not only the finest libation of its kind, but it's also an important cultural tradition among discerning folk, sophisticated and common alike. Captains moving their ships across the Great Ocean always have a bottle in their quarters for occasions. Fine restaurants and bars keep it in stock, and farmers across Crystal exchange Old Dunwall whiskey when healthy children are born. Some might disagree, preferring their highbrow drinks such as the King Street Brandy or one of the other brands from Morley, but sales of Old Dunwall have been brisk due to the early years of Empress Jasmine Colwyn's reign, a trend that is expected to continue. Aged and bottled in Dunwall's distillery district, Old Dunwall whiskey is not what you want. Huh. So there's competition there. I don't know anything about alcohol besides I have a few bottles of rum in my house, but I barely drink it. I typically mix them with Coke.
So it goes. Not to the Abbey or the office of the
I think I have to reach it. Yeah, I typically meet a root beer, and I have a lot of. Ooh, what just happened?
Come on, spread out. Come on. Come on, anyone?
Okay, so I don't know what triggered them. Okay. There is a guy down here. Okay, that. Yeah. Go to sleep. Okay, distillery. Some people might debate whether this is a moral thing to do or not. Poisoning an entire distillery. Okay, no, that's not important. Okay. And they're making bucks with this. is why I don't believe in necessary governmental regulations, because people always find ways to get around they always find a way to get around. I think this leads out to, yeah, so I have to go back upstairs.
Is that?
Oh god.
You look like garbage. Can't hold your drinks.
Oh my lord.
It's just a matter of time, buddy.
Okay, so no.
Someone's about to get shanked.
He's going down this way. Holy crap.
Where'd you run off to? Run and hide, you coward.
Okay, so he's turning around. Yep, my time. Go to sleep. My goal is not to kill anyone in this mission. So we came to this way.
You win. Well, I know 100 of these old guys. My mama used to tell them.
Okay. Good. Oh my lord. Okay, so I actually ran out of time, so I'm trying to keep the videos at half an hour long, but I might separate this from the next video. You guys might see me again very soon, but if this is the last video for the day, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe. But other than that, it's a pleasure, and this is your Catholic Gamer signing out. Have a good night, guys.